Good morning. I am here planning in my Laurel Denise Kristy planner for September 15th through the 21st. The 21st is the first day of fall. I think in my city it'll hit around 11 a.m. And I'm using Planner Cake Kit 744. I have the journaling H1 sheet, the weekly normal set of weekly stuff, the A2 square full boxes, the thin washi, which is AO6, dash labels AO23, and pattern labels AO19. So I'm going to start with my bigger washi. Oh, hold on, I forgot it. Every single time. Oh, I still have that one in there. I love this little pocket in the back because I like to keep all my little things in there, and then I forget to take them out, and it's great. It's lovely. Hold on, I have to move my desk down. Okay. Hopefully everything's good. You probably shook, but the camera and camera height from the top of the desk didn't change, just the top of the desk from the top of my legs. I have my pouch here. There's that one. Let's see if I can find my other slice tool. I like it better. Oh, it's hiding somewhere in the ether. This one you just have to take off the top. So how are you doing this week? I am filming this on the 11th, September 11th, and we are now in the thick of the midst of the first full week back to school, which is really fun, and at a new school. And then we recently went to the Oregon coast. We go to the Central Oregon coast because it reminds my mom a lot of like the Southern California coast from the 50s when she was there, raised there. And it's just like sleepy beach towns for the most part, and just really, really good people, good weather, stuff like that. So, there's Cannon Beach, which is very well known in Oregon, and that's not where we go. We definitely do the Central Oregon coast, which is like Pacific City is kind of like Central Oregon coast. That's like where it starts to get a little bit more calm. My cat is going crazy right now. I don't know if you can hear his bell. It gets a little bit calmer come Pacific City, and then the southern end of the Central Coast is going to be before you hit like North Bend. Even like North Bend is definitely the southern coast, but there's like towns called like Florence and Neskowin, and oh golly, Newport is in the Central Oregon coast, which is great. So it was a lot of fun. I am trying to figure out which date covers I want, and I picked these two sheets because they're kind of very similar. And I think I'm leaning towards this one. I feel like the pink is better than either of these two. This one's much more purple. This one's more brown. So that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, it was a really, really great trip. We did one brewery. We did the aquarium, which is in Newport. We did the Tillamook Cheese Factory, which is not on the coast. Tillamook is inland from the coast. But my daughter had never been to the factory, I'm pretty sure, the creamery. And sorry, they used to call it the Tillamook Cheese Factory, and now it's called the Tillamook Creamery as they've diversified into all dairy stuff, because they do, obviously plenty of ice cream and cheese, but they do sour cream and cottage cheese and stuff like that. So we did that, which was really, really fun. They have a tour, a self-guided tour at the Tillamook Creamery. That is one of the best things. It's because it's self-guided, you can just kind of do what you do, and you just kind of stand there and watch people. And my husband, being a brewer, found there's a lot of similarities. Sorry, I keep hitting the table. There's a lot of similarities between cheese making and beer making. Kind of want to do these kind of fun, but I think I'm going to do it like this. That's kind of cool. So she had just a really fun time there. They've remodeled it since I was last there. I think they redid it. My husband looked it up and said that it was redone in like 18 or something like that. They have now a food court area. They have so they have like lunches that you can buy there and stuff. Right across, they have, the ice cream area is all new. The gift shop area was all redone. You can pretend to milk a cow up on the viewing deck floor. So it's a really, really cool tour and experience. And apparently there's a train that you can ride on that we didn't know about. So now we have to go back and do that someday, obviously. So yeah, it was a fantastic trip, and my mom had a really, really great time. So we go for my mom's birthday every year, and that's the reason for going. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I had this idea on the week that we're currently in, that these thin strips, 1, 2, 3, 4, will work as my washi. So I did it back here with the my favorite of the thin washies, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do that this week. I don't know if I'm going to always buy the thin washi, but it's pretty fun while I have it. Whoops, golly, hitting that desk a lot. But it's so much easier to do it while I'm sitting up high and the planner is down lower. Okay, so we got that in for all my sun moon tracking, which I like to do. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing deco. So yeah, today is September 11th. It's such an interesting day because, I was 13. I was a freshman in high school when 9/11 happened, and it obviously was a really big part of everyone's lives, if you were around for it. And it's interesting that it's been so long, because even just thinking about it now, it's like my husband and I met our senior year of high school, and we were, we've known each other now for 20 years. So that means something happening my freshman year of high school was 23 years ago. 24 years ago, sorry. And it's just really, really weird to me to think about how long ago it was. All right. So where were you when I have my part-time job at Gap. Like, there's so many people who I work with at Gap. They're like, oh yeah, I was born in December of '01. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's not even the youngest people I work with. So it's kind of interesting regularly being around people who are drastically younger than I am. Yeah. If you were around for it, it played a big part in your life. And, obviously COVID has been a very big deal, but the intensity of the day on 9/11/2001 was really, really intense. Gonna put my little garbage can there because it's garbage day on the 15th. My watch just came back on from sleeping. Why'd you do that? There you go. I really love this, like, I don't know, very Moroccan pattern. It's just beautiful. I'm gonna put that one down there, and I'm wondering if I want to move these squares or if I'll just go like this. I'll just do that. And I don't know where I'm gonna put the cable net because the cable net is like my favorite. So I might do it there. I might do it up here. That sounds good. Yes, the cable net is my favorite. I have to have it everywhere. It's a big reason why I loved this kit. I have the cable net, the chunky one too, so I have to find where I want to put that. All right, I've got plenty of deco in. I've got my garbage in. I need to do workout squares. I'm gonna do this one. So these squares have definitely been working for my workout, and like tracking of stuff, much better than having a whole separate planner, actually. It's just working for tracking a lot better. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I think I'm gonna try to get them all on this side, just to kind of have it be different from last week. And then I don't know where I'm gonna put my water trackers. I'm so funny with water trackers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this one down here. 5. 6. And 7. Oh, that looks amazing. It looks like a picture wall. I need more coffee. Okay, got my workouts in. I have my Gap job, which is always fun and games. I'm trying to decide if I shouldn't be working it anymore. I don't know. I feel like my husband and I never see each other. And I'm currently working Mondays. Like, I'm going to be working Monday the 15th, but the week after I switched my availability to be able to be Wednesdays. But I can't be there very long because of when my husband may or may not get off of work. So he normally works either, 6 to 3 or 5 to 4-ish, give or take. And so about a year plus ago, when he took his new job, I switched my availability to be only a few hours in the evenings when I could be there. But I think technically I'm supposed to have 4-hour shift availability, so I need to like figure out what to do. So I don't know. I have to figure it out. I've moved it to Wednesdays, which he always works Wednesdays, so that it's not like I can be like, oh, we might be able to get there at 4 or whatever. So yeah, it's a fun little game of what am I trying to do. But the 15th is really fun because symphony starts for him. I have gap work and my mom's out of town. So we have I have my sister hanging with our daughter, which will be good. Let me see if I can find my water trackers. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe the top would be better. I feel like I don't want to do that. I feel like it's just so distracting. Not distracting. I've been noticing this week when I've been writing stuff that I want to write in my little workout boxes that if the top of the water tracker, because the top of the water tracker is like bumpy with the water dots, it gets in the way of like how straight I can write. Because you can't really write straight when you have little dots. So we're going to do this down here on every single one. Oops. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know. I guess it's also just something different. But I didn't want to block up too much of these patterns, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm trying to decide if I should stick with gap or not stick with gap. Find another hour that I can, find a day that I can work a 4-hour shift, which I probably could. I don't know. We need to figure it out. So we've got gap work. I gotta put those away. I want to break free. Gonna do a this week sticker, which I want over here, but it's just trying to figure out how I want it. That's kind of cool. Because I don't really want it down here. It feels like it's, oh, I'm gonna do that. That sounds like fun. I'm gonna do a this week sticker on this little torn washi, and it's gonna be down here. Kind of like the bottom. Perfect. Okay, so symphony, which I have as 5 to 9. I don't think it's 5 to 9. I figured he'd want to like get some practice in before. So, do I want trombones or do I want music notes? That is the question. Let's do music notes. Trombones can be for his New Orleans style jazz band. I think I'm going to stick with this pale pink color. Let's go here. I'm going to have this one. I think my husband doesn't have to be there the whole time, but so he might get home not too much after I get home, actually. So obviously symphony is really big in string instruments. You have the violins and the violas and cellos and bass, and the brass in the the brass in the winds are much less prominent. So we also have a band with like a symphonic band. So it's mostly winds and brass. And my husband has to go to those entire rehearsals. He doesn't get to leave early for even part of them. He doesn't have to even go to all of the symphony rehearsals because sometimes they're working on pieces of music that is not being played by the brass. So when they're not playing brass, he doesn't have to be there. Works out really well. Okay, so we've got that. We gotta get my sister in here. So let's do one of these. I'm gonna do the leaves. So my sister is gonna hang with our daughter. And it gives me no space to do to-do lists. That's okay. That's why you have this side. That's why you have the next day. Alrighty. Monday's insane. Okay. Tuesday we've got ballet. I have not found my ballerina shoes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't find them. I don't know where I put them, which makes me sad because they were so cute. Like, I don't know where they are. So I might need to order more ballerina shoes, and then when I do, you know, my old ones will just show up. I need to keep looking for them. Ballet. Then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, she now has swim. So swim is at 6:45. I'm going to do the same one. And then Thursday we have swim team as well. I see my family sometimes. Okay, so we got a 6:45 swim team, 4 o'clock ballet, 6:45 swim team. My husband probably won't be able to come to that one. Tuesday, my husband has his jazz band. I think I'm gonna do it on one of these little guys. I need to do a full reorganization of all my Planner Kate stuff. It's a little disastrous. I'm gonna do it like that. Perfect. Because it's all stacked on top of each other. All right, let's see. I've got that. Perfect. I think we have no plans this weekend. Maybe. There might be a brew fest. There probably is a brew fest. Holy crap. That was a big noise. Don't know if you heard that. There's probably either an Oktoberfest or a brew, or like a fresh hop fest. But I don't know what that is. So I'm going to leave it as is for this day. The next thing I want to do is, I love these so much. Okay. I really need a better organization for all my Planner Kate stickers because they are, yeah, they're just really not the best organized. Oopsies. Oh, man. So Workout is a non-custom font for Planner Kate. And so I'll just use it as opposed to getting a custom one that says Workouts. What I was trying to find were my weekend stickers. I got a lot of stuff on my desk already. Do I want one of these? Or do I want, those ones are bigger but thinner, or I have these guys. That one actually goes pretty well, huh? When in doubt, hold up the colors next to it. I think I'm gonna do one of these colors. Because it'll be fun. This is V27 in the colorway G. I really like these weekend banners, but I didn't want to keep buying the sampler kit, like the sampler page, because I mean, I like the sampler pages. I think they're really, really awesome, but it doesn't really fit always for what I needed. And so I wanted to start getting different sheets of the kit, which meant I didn't have the weekend banners or the little flare so much anymore. Let's do this flare. And I will never stop calling it flare. Weekend. Oh man. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm canceling my mind. Canceling that opinion. Put one of those guys there. Maybe even a little pin. Because that's always cute. All right. Got that. I don't know now what I'm going to do here. I will think of something. Let me get my early release sticker. Guess I'll go white. So every Wednesday we have early release. It went pretty well yesterday, I will say that. We release 90 minutes early on Wednesdays, and I think it's something to do with like professional development for teachers or whatever. And it was fine. So instead of getting my daughter at 2:10, I got her at 12:40, which 2:10 is, you know, also not the end of a workday. It's definitely interesting having a kiddo in school. when it's like, oh. There's a lot of time where they're not at school. Okay. I don't know what our plans are here. Don't know what we have another tripod day. So it's just my husband, my daughter, and me. And so we call our dinners with just the three of us tripod dinners. We call ourselves the tripod. So another tripod day. I think for over here, I'm definitely going to do a next week section. I can do that now, actually. Just because that's always helpful to have what's going on the next week. I will probably do dinner with our friends one of these 2 nights. I really just love this. I really, really, really love this design. It is, I mean, stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I just can't even get over it. I have been doing my, lunches in my daily planner, mainly because I can write everything out and it makes it really nice. I'm gonna just kind of do something interesting here. Because I feel like it. And I want to do something fun. This has to go here. Oh, it doesn't fit there either. Will it fit here? Yeah, there. So I want to use up the sheet. Woot woot. I'm gonna put a Friday one right there. And then I'm gonna put this down here and I'm gonna do like a word of the week or something. That's kind of fun. That looks pretty. And I got a whole sheet gone. I don't know where I'm gonna put any of these. I'll probably add some more of these throughout just to kind of keep it fun and interesting. But yeah, that is going to be my planner spread for the week of Monday, the 15th through the 21st, the first day of fall, I guess. There, now I can add the first day of fall there. So yeah, that'll be my spread. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. It was great to chat while I did this. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see and want to see more of my plan with me's. Kind of trying to figure out, there's the week after this is, or like the next week is when Laurel Denise will have her release, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do before then. But I really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much, and I'll chat at you next time, and you'll see my hands later. Bye.